Welcome back, guys. It's your host, your provider, Callie, with
Chef J.
Yeah, baby. We're here once again. This is a 2.0 video to the previous video that we had recently just put out. It's going to be a short video.
We're talking about dudes fucking bagels.
The bagel in St. Louis.
What happened to St. Louis? I've heard of some crazy things happening, but I've never heard of until about 2 minutes ago somebody in St. Louis sticking their wiener in a bagel.
Well, you guys, before we get into this,
you're informed. Tell me what happened.
Dude, before we get into this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because it's free 99, baby. And we'd like to thank our sponsor, which is...
We don't have a sponsor yet.
Oh, shit.
Raid Shadow Legends, Archero.io, Go-Go Muffin, Whiteout Survival, Manscaped. Any of you guys? I know you guys like to throw, you guys like to throw sponsorships at people a lot. We'd appreciate it a lot.
We the little guys. We just want a little money.
Just a little money. Just a little bit, and we'll I'll give you a whole 10-minute segment of me just playing the game.
Yeah, you something.
I'll upload a whole thing of me just playing the game, speedrunning.
We need it. So we'll get into this 2.5 clip, whatever video. We're going to just half it, and then we'll continue it. But, yeah, you never heard about that guy that had intercourse with the bagel?
I've heard about like local high schools, like the Vianney pancake, where they all, do their thing onto a pancake, and last one to do it has to eat it or whatever. Crazy things. But I did this supposed bagel diddler do it in public or what?
I'm calling him the Bagel Man, dude.
The Bagel Man?
The Bagel Man.
I don't think I ever want to get a bagel in St. Louis again, because I don't know if somebody's going to have done something to it.
They doing this man dirty.
So what happened?
So supposedly, I actually know this kid guy, wherever he is.
You know this person?
I know of him. I don't know him personally.
I was going to say, if you know someone doing this to bagels, you need to reevaluate.
My friends and everything else, bro.
That's the homie. He just does that sometimes.
No. I knew this lame back in the... He's a lame.
Oh, so you knew him back in the day.
Back in the day, and I don't get along with the guy. Like, it's a long story. So long story short, before we continue with his bagel situation, dude wanted me to... Back in the day when I was a young squire, I was YN and stuff up. Kid didn't want to give me no money for gas, and I'm just like, dude, gas isn't free.
So you were giving him a ride, and he didn't give you gas money?
Yeah, once we got to the mall, he's like, dude, I'll give you gas, bro. And so we walked around the mall because, he's one of the homies, whatever the case may be. But I was cool with him, but I wasn't cool.
So he wasn't one of the homies. Like, you were cool with him, but he was still on the level where you're like, if you want me to take you somewhere, you got to give me gas money.
Exactly, because... I was with another homie, and I was cool with him. So every time we rode around anywhere, like he rode for free, but he always made sure he took care of me, regardless. So
buying you food or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Putting gas in the car, whatever case may be. Crashing at the crib. I was younger. I was a lot younger. I was like 17. I want to say.
Were you in St. Louis at this time or Cali?
Yeah, I was in St. Louis. I was here in St. Louis.
Driving to the Galleria.
No,
dude that fucks bagels.
So we went actually to South County Mall.
Ooh,
yeah. Okay. He went and got some clothes and stuff. And I was just like, all right, bro, like, hey, we got to make some more moves. Like, where we drop you off at. And, like, we figured out the game plan beforehand. And he was like, all right, yeah, just drop me off at my dad's house. I was like, all right, cool, no big deal. I'm like, but before I, as we're walking out the mall, we're walking out the mall. Like, I'm like, as we're walking out the mall, I'm like, bro, like, before we leave, like, I need to get some gas because we just ran out my gas, come to grab you, take you here, take you there, then take you to the mall. So, like, you could at least throw a Dupskis in,
Dude, back then, $10. That's a tank of gas.
Easy. That's why I was like, dude, just throw me 10, bro. I mean, just throw me 20, bro. 20 is nothing, bro.
Dude, when I started driving in 2018,
it
was halfway through Trump's presidency the first time.
Okay.
I could fill up my tank with less than $20.
Yeah.
I was like, and now I'm paying like, now that I got a new car, I'm paying like 30 something. But when I had my truck and my Mustang, the Mustang was like 50 to fill up, and the truck was like 80 to fill up. And that's unleaded. That's not like premium or anything. I was like, and we have cheap gas here too.
Yeah, we really do. We're one of the cheapest. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So you were trying to get gas money.
Oh yeah. So I was telling him like, hey, we're walking out the mall. I was like, dude, we gotta get some gas in my car, so I can even drop you off, and we can make it to our next destination. Dude was like, oh man, I really ain't got no money, man. I blew all my money.
After he just spent money on clothes and
blew a bag on clothes, bro. I mean a straight bag.
I'd have told him to give you 10 beforehand if he was gonna be spending like that.
He thought he had it like that, and then walked in there and blew way more money. I was like, bro, like, look, we're gonna do this one or two ways, because now I'm getting pissed because, like, bro, me and a homie didn't even want to go to the mall. Like, we wanted to do other things, but we helping you out, and now we gotta drop you off, and now we're like, here's the E mark. And here's the line. Like we're almost there. Like we're about to be on fumes here soon. So he was
older cars. I feel like they had like 10 extra.
Yeah, a little bit,
but they don't. People who don't know that.
Bro, we had to drive 15, 20 minutes to drop him off, and then another 30 minutes back to where we gotta go. That's
I had a girl try and hop in my car after school one day. She tried to she tried to open my door to my Mustang. I had it locked. I was like, the fuck? So I unlocked it, and she opened the door, and she just hops in. She's like, take me home. I said, no.
And gas like free, baby.
I did not like. I had known her like my whole life, but we weren't cool like that to where she could just hop in my car and tell me to take her home. And because I guess her ride left without her or something, like some of her gal pals. Mm-hmm. And I just kept saying no because it was like my friend's girl. I was like, ask him to take you home. Like, I'm not taking you home. And I like told her, like, get the fuck out of my car. Pardon my French. But I like told her to get out of my car.
Get the fuck out of my car.
She like slammed my door and I was like, what the fuck? I just pulled out and left. I was like, dude, like, my school was the type of school where, like, everybody knew everybody, like, their whole lives. But at the same time, it was like, if I'm not close with you like that, I'm not just going to drive. Like, if my house is 5 minutes this way, why would I drive 5 minutes that way and 10 minutes back that way to get home?
Right, exactly. It's a waste.
Because then I'm going to hit every bus stop on the way home, and all the buses dropping kids off, I'm going to have to stop a bunch of times.
Yep.
And I'm trying to, like I can either go the main road or I can cut back streets. I used to cut back streets every time, but then there's always buses.
Yeah.
So, like, bro, like, I'm not doing that.
All right, so peep. So here we get out there. We're walking in the parking lot. I'm like, all right, bro, like, give me gas money, like, right now before we take you anywhere. I'm not taking you anywhere. If not, I'm leaving your ass here. Damn. This dude looks at me like, I'm not giving you nothing. Oh, yeah?
And like, he knew beforehand he was supposed to give you gas money?
Bro, knew beforehand. I'm like, no, you going to give me gas money.
And he going to walk.
Bro, nah, he's going to catch these hands, bro. Literally.
I'll knock you out and then I'll take you home.
Bro, no, I was going to knock him out, take my gas money, and then go home, bro. Do what we're about to do. So he ended up still gun ho. I'm not giving you nothing, bro. Like run at the mouth. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna name drop my homie, but I was with him and I was like, man, boop, fuck this. Boop, boop, boop. I dropped him instantly, hurt him bad, bro. Hit him with a 2-piece and a side of biscuits.
He's just sitting there with all of his bags of his clothes, like, yeah.
Bro, like, he was like, bro, you really gonna he fell down. He was like, man, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? I said, I told you to get my fucking gas, man. I'm about to play with you. Man, you gonna do those for gas money? Yes, bro. It's a principle. Like I said, I was a young YN. I didn't know no better. But that was a side note to that. That's why I didn't, that's how that happened.
You were just a little reckless back
I was reckless. But now he's
fucking bagels.
He's not a certified lover boy. He's a certified bagel file. Bagel file, bro. I swear to God. Literally, he said this man here, bro, they're butchering him right now.
Like somebody post something about it, or like how? Yes, so how did it come that people found out that he was fucking a bagel?
We do not know. I'm like, we struck. He'll like, I'm up here in the comment section striking the chord. It's probably a bagel.
Let me see this post. So what's this post about?
Bro, look at it, bro. Like, look.
Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a bagel. I actually love this. He's always been such an annoying misogynist. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the post about?
Bro, him having sex with a bagel, bro.
Man, Rico, you should be telling me.
Literally.
Wait, how is it that he's fucking a bagel and it's just a picture of him with like a bagel shirt on?
No, bro, they edited that on him. They edited the bagel.
Oh, because somebody found out that he was doing that to a bagel?
Yes, bro. Let me get back here.
That's insane.
Yes, bro. That mean they were going hard on him.
Oh, so this was the rapper you were talking about?
Yeah. It's
always rappers that like talk to people and like figure out their darkest secrets and then like joan on them.
He said, imagine you're in court and the verdict is no bagel awarded. First degree bagelery. Like, he ended up sexually assault. He ended up getting a sexual assault on a pastry. They're going hard on him.
Dude.
I want to find the original post. And, like, this is the original post, but I think they took it down.
Damn.
They did, though. They did, bro.
It's been trying to strike a chord and it's probably a bagel is crazy. Well, actually, no, I just got it. They said core instead of chord because he was putting it through the middle of the bagel.
Yes, bro. So you get it. Yeah, bro.
I was sitting there thinking, like, they said that line wrong, and then I'm like, wait, no, they got it on
core. Yeah, they probably a core, and it's probably a bagel.
That's terrible.
Bro, imagine being known as the bagel fucker.
Damn.
That is wild. I mean... Yeah, and they was like,
you
"What?"
See him at the 10-year reunion, like, how's the bagels been lately, my boy?
They said, "Was it was it a raisin? Was it a raisin brand?" Like, damn, bro, they doing them dirty,
bro.
Doing them dirty. Like, I'm about to try to look up his actual name.
So you don't know like any backstory to the bagel incident? You just know that this man is notoriously
assaulting bagels with his
manhood or lack thereof.
Yes, with his manhood, my boy.
Damn,
with
bro.
his straight manhood, and I'm just like, bro, why did you do this to a bagel? What did that bagel ever do to you? That's all I gotta ask. What did that bagel do to you, young man? That bagel is doing nothing but just trying to give you nourishment to your body, and you want to assault it with your...
You think he used butter or no?
Jeez, that's a good question. I gotta research it.
Do you think he ate it afterwards, or
man? I don't
do you
know
think he
what
just threw it away and wasted the bagel? I mean, at that point, it's an unedible bagel.
But
if somebody has the courage to do that to a bagel, you think they also have the mind to eat it afterwards?
Bro.
I know that's pretty vile. Kids don't put your wieners in food and then eat it.
Please do not.
Other people, that's really messed up.
I mean, but the dude is a creep, though. He's been creeping on girls for the longest time, so he's annoying.
There's a German exchange student we had that would follow girls home.
Oh, no way.
And then he would ask, he was living with my friend. Like, my friend's parents wanted to house, like, exchange students.
Yeah.
So he was living with them. And he asked my friend's dad. My friend's parents are old. Like, they're in their 60s or 70s. Like, they had kids in their 50s. So it's like...
I think he got me blocked, by the way, guys.
Oh, dang.
Oh, my God. Look at him. He's a tradesman, too. Get out of here.
Yeah, no wonder he's horrible. Putting his wiener in bagels. He's an electrician.
He's an electrician.
That's like the most non-weird thing in electrician.
The most non-weird thing.
But this dude would, like the dude I was talking about, this German exchange would follow girls home without them knowing, like on his bike somehow. He'd figure out where they lived. Creep. And then... But he would act like he wasn't following them. He'd just walk past their house after they went home or whatever, like off the bus or this, that, or whatever. And then he would ask my friend's dad to buy him, like, a bouquet of flowers or something. My friend's dad's, like, he was, like, 69 or, like, 70 or something. So he was like, all right, whatever. Like,
what is wrong with him?
And he would take the flowers and show up at the girls' houses after school and ask them out.
Stop.
And apparently there was multiple... reports of this.
He wasn't violating them.
He did it to he wasn't doing nothing he wasn't doing nothing crazy physically or anything, but like these girls would be home after school or whatever, they get a knock on the door, they open it, it's the German exchange student with a bouquet of flowers that somehow knows where they live.
But does he know better? Does he know that's wrong to be doing that? They said I
don't know, bro. But basically the reason I found out about this is because, like I said, he's staying at my friend's house, and he got deported within 24 hours of all these reports coming forward. Like, he barely had time to pack his things. They put his ass right on a flight out of the United States. Because they were like, if you don't leave now, you're going to get in trouble. And then the next foreign exchange student they had after that, his name was Umir. He was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Or Amir. He was pretty dope. He's pretty quiet, but, like, he's also super chill.
That's crazy.
But I was like,
weird,
bro,
though. Why
like,
are we got so many weirdos out here, bro? Like,
I don't know, bro.
What is going on?
And that same dude
Yeah.
was, like, confused after school one day, and I was like, he was asking people for, like...
Not confused. Confused is crazy.
No, he was just, like, he didn't know where he was going to go.
Oh, okay.
Like, he was, like, lost. Like, he was on the parking lot. I was like, I seen him. I was like, you need a ride home or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a homie in the car. That's a completely different story.
Oh, my God. We'll save that for a different day.
We'll save that for a different day. Because that's going to be a little bit of something.
Yeah.
And so I told him to get in the back seat because he's small.
Oh,
he's tiny. God. So I was like, just get in the back seat. And I'll, because it's easy. Because Mustangs, you got to. Yeah. There's 4 seats, but you got to scoot the seat forward.
Yeah,
and,
just to get them in the back.
So I was like, you're smaller. Yeah. Like, just hop in the back real quick. Because I told this kid, like, I was trying to be nice to him. I was like, I'll take you home. I know where you're staying. Because you're staying at my friend's house. I was like, I'll just take you back to the house.
Okay.
And I had never talked to him before, so he was like, oh, okay. So he gets in the car. It was like beginning of the school year. I was just trying to be nice. Like when I had the windows down, we listened to music, we were just cruising. I'm asking him like, what's Germany? Like I had a friend back in the day who was from Germany, so I knew some of what, the country was about. And I'm taking him home. He gets out of the car and my friend puts the seat forward, gets out, puts the seat back, gets back in the passenger seat. Before he can even get all the way in the car, this German kid slams the door with the window down.
Stop.
I don't think he realized what that was like wrong, but it knocked my window off track. So when I rolled the window down all the way, it wouldn't go back up. I had to either keep it barely cracked or I had one of them plastic wrenches in my car. So I'd roll my window up as much as I could. I had to stick it in there, slide it down, pry it, and then roll it up because it was off track. And it was like that until I...
so you got rid of the car?
Until I hit a pole.
Of course.
Classic Mustang things, hitting poles. At least I didn't hit any crowds. I just hit a pole.
Crowds, jeez Louise.
I had a pole by myself. But when I got my second Mustang, no accidents. I just ended up selling it because I was dumping too much money into it.
All right, guys. So we gonna close out this one. This is the end of this one.
The story of the German flower stalker and the bagel diddler.
The bagel diddler. We like this.
Diddler.
We like this. But until next time, guys. I am your host, Callie. This is
Chef J.
Yes, sir. And we're out.